You all know me. I'm a principled and committed fiscal conservative. I believe in smaller, more responsive government. I believe in a pro-growth and pro-jobs agenda for our country and for Ohio, and I think it's critical in order to bring Ohio back. I believe in the traditional values of hard work and family and faith, and I believe in the culture of life. I also believe in bringing people together to solve our toughest problems, and I have a track record of doing just that. Especially at a critical time like this, I believe the harsh partisanship and the politics of division that too often dominates Washington today must give way to an honest exchange of ideas. We must break through the partisan gridlock and work together on behalf of the American people. We live in very challenging times, really the kind of economic hardship that our parents and grandparents tell us about. Greed on Wall Street has affected our livelihoods on Main Street. Many institutions that we had trust in, we've now lost confidence and trust. Life is changing in our homes, in our communities, in our state, and in our nation. People are rightfully worried. People are anxious. People are angry, concerned about their jobs and their futures. The picture is sobering. Middle-class families are hurting in Ohio today. We see it with rising unemployment, lack of access to affordable health care, new home foreclosures every day, concerns about retirement security as our 401ks shrink, lacking achievement in education, and a generation of older Americans who fear they may be leaving a world worse than the one that they inherited. This is not the America we know, or the dream that we embrace. Jane and I have always kept our home here in Ohio, and as all of you know, after 15 years of commuting to Washington, D.C. while in Congress and in the executive branch, I love being home. I love being able to spend more time with my family. I love seeing my dad more. I love coaching my daughter's soccer team, the Warrior Women. And by the way, we won our game on Sunday. And I like just being there for my family and friends. But I also feel, given the tough situation we face as a state and as a nation, that it's time to step forward. I feel a duty, and I'm eager to get back to public service, where I believe I can make a bigger difference in the lives of people. I want to bring the experience and principles I learned growing up in Ohio. Raised in a small business family, supported by a strong community, working in the private sector, 12 years serving Southern Ohio in the U.S. Congress, 3 more in the executive branch, and having worked, frankly, on so many of the tough issues that challenge us today. And in these times of trial, I got to tell you, I have great hope. I'm optimistic. It seems to me that in times of challenge, the greatness of our people has always been summoned. Think about it. From the birth of our freedom as a new nation to the renewal of our economy after the Depression and the toughest of economic times, to the hope after World War II that Americans have brought to people striving for liberty and a better way of life in countries around the world. Challenges have always summoned the greatness of Americans. Common to it all and all of our successes has been the fundamental goodness, character, and ingenuity of the American people. I truly believe there's no problem we can't solve. If we first listen to each other, develop a common vision, and then seek common ground. These have been my guiding principles in public service and will continue to be if you give me the honor and privilege of serving you in the United States Senate.